AFC South rivals. It's the Titans and the Jags. All that and more coming up next.
Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. And this isn't even going to be close, partner. The opening kickoff fails to reach the landing zone, so they're going to have to defend from the 40 to begin this game. So hopefully he's able to find the landing zone next time. His first kickoff gives him some great field position here. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Now Darnold. Into the hands of Romeo Doubs. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Darnold. Escapes the pocket. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up 4th down. Here comes the Titans punting unit. Out to return this for the Jaguars, Devin Duvernay. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Jaguar offense now. Their turn to set out on an opening drive. And bringing them out to former #1 overall pick out of Clemson in 2021, Trevor Lawrence.
You know what I like, Kate? I like that even though he got burned a couple times last week, had the interceptions, he didn't let that throw him off his game or make him gun-shy to keep pushing the ball down the field. And look what that mindset got him as a result. 3 touchdowns, and much more importantly, a win.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Hey, Lion.
Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Leonard Williams applying the hit there. The handoff on 3rd and short. And again, they stalled him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Go.
Going on 4th, here's Lawrence. That's cut beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. And he'll advance this down to the 38 on that run. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up.
Hey, Ron! Silver!
Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pickup in the end. Tackled there by Jerome Baker.
13, Lou!
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Buys time, rolling right. Pass complete to Duvernay. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They'll try and punch it in. Has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars have a great first drive and get the game's first points. Little tacks on the extra points. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up, that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
The Titans offense out to the field, ready for their 2nd drive. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. That's into the hands of Dobbs. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Play action on first down. And the Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up. Another try following the sack. Connects with Fant. And he gets him around 6 there. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back now, pressure on its way. Connects with Thrash. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 1 quarter down, and this all... We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Has it at the 7. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. That's a pickup of 17 yards, partner, and it makes it 1st and goal. A give to Spears, running right. Gets in, touchdown Tennessee. The Titans can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. It's a Tyjae Spears touchdown. Extra point from Blankenship is up and good. And the Titans tie this game 7-7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Devin Duvernay to return it. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Jaguars back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And you can see with the stats there, such a weapon for this offense to utilize week in and week out. Escapes out to the left. Now he's throwing deep down that side of the field. He's got it inside the 25. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play.
11.
First down throw, Lawrence. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Too much on that, and it sails through the end zone, incomplete. Couldn't connect on first, it's second down.
11.
Lawrence working from the gun. Forced out to his right. And his pass is going to fall incomplete. Ryan Thomas Jr., his intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Hey, go.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Safe right.
Not in a time crunch just yet, but they're hurrying to the line anyway. Here we go on 4th, Lawrence. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs. Spears trying this straight ahead. And he's brought down for a loss. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Here's 2nd and 11. He finds Fant. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Darnold now to throw. Complete. It's Atwell. Just a couple of yards here as he heads for the sideline. Second down now, 7 to go. First carry here for Tony Pollard. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Darnold. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down. Ryan Stonehouse on the punt. Absolutely crushed his first punt, and here's another huge one. And they were giving him no chance to return this one. It soars over the sideline deep in enemy territory. Looks like right around the 8. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They liked how that drive was going, but the ND and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. He lets one fly deep downfield. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost them. That is a safety. That one is not going to get any easier to watch during film study, Brock. Some chances to go down, but instead opting to keep extending the play, and then all of a sudden in the end zone for a safety.
Yeah, ultimately there just comes a time where you've got to understand where you are on the field, right? Hey, I'm trying to make a play. I'm trying to make a play. That's all great in the middle of the field. But when you're in the danger zone like this, and you could give that defense 2 points and energize the other side, you got to know where you are on the field and just get rid of the ball.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Getting out to his left. He can run it.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage. New set of downs for him at the 38. Throwing here, Darnold. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Tennessee calling its second timeout now. A new set of downs awaits them. Here's first and 10. Darnold looking to throw. This is hauled in by Atwell. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, short of the 15. Options are open here. It's second and inches. They bring the tight end in motion. From the 16. This throw is caught. And that's a Tennessee touchdown. All right, so this solid first half continues for them, Brock. They're into the end zone to extend their advantage.
And I think if you're a head coach, you've got to be very happy with the effort so far. You always preach about coming out strong, and they've been the ones dictating the tempo. As a result, they add to their lead.
So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars going on offense one final time in the opening half. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive.
On red. Here we go, son.
First and 10, it's Lawrence. Into the hands of Duvernay. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. On first and 10, here's Lawrence. And that's going to be incomplete. Still time for a couple of plays, though. 15 seconds left. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Chased out to his right. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
Hey, run!
He's back to throw. They connect on the deep shot. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. The kick by Shudak is good. And it's back to a one-score game now. Well, the teams are ready. The fans are ready. Let's give the people what they came here for. We'll jump past halftime and get right back to the game. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. And he's been used as much as some of their top pass catchers this season. Look at this. He's sitting second right now among all NFL backs in receiving yards. He's running with it. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. He puts some power on a deep one left. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection. So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. To the air, Lance. Finds a man right side. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense. Lance. That one's complete, right side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. First down from the red zone. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that'll bring up second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's stopped down at the 16 after a small gain. Everybody rushing back to the line.
A gain of 1 brings up third down and 9.
Here he is on third and long. Gets it to him on the screen. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. They'll run for this. And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Now Darnold. Has him on the quick hitter. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Tackle made by J.C. Horn.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
To throw, here's Darnold. This ball's caught by Spears. And 2 yards is all he's going to get before he's caught. Stopped by Foye Oluokun. Jaguars with an extra defensive back out there, third down. Here's Darnold to throw. And he's going to be brought down after getting this up to the 22. Official signaling for a timeout. It's taken by the offense. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. 2nd and 3 now. From the 29. Throwing the out route complete. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Darnold now to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Spears running behind center. And that one's forward for 1, maybe 2 yards. Nick Herbig making the play. And it's a nickel set from the Jags on this 3rd down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. Can't find anyone open, and he's forced to throw it away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the... Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Here's Lance. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it deep downfield. And he'll be across midfield and close to that 45 before going out.
1st and 10, 47-yard line.
Now it's Lance. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10.
18, run, 8, go!
Looking to throw Lance. And that's incomplete, but he might have done a little too much to cause that. Flag comes out, and this could be interference.
Defense.
So pass interference on the shot to the end zone, and now they're going to be set up on the goal line with a great chance to get the touchdown anyway. So now, following the penalty, it's 1st and goal. They'll run here, following the penalty. Takes it in, touchdown Jacksonville. The Jaguars come through to tie it in the 4th. And he comes through on the kick to give him the lead here in the 4th quarter. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's a return from the 7. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this up to the 33. And there's only one team satisfied with their spot in the playoffs right now, and that's the one currently at the top. A lot of time left for everybody else to jostle for better position, or simply for one of the 7 spots available. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 38. That throw finds Okonkwo. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Throwing here, Darnold. Gets this to Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. All right, set now, 1st and 10. Darnold looking to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Still sticking with the passing game. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Taken in by Dobbs.
Here we go.
And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. From the 16. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. Touchdown, Tennessee. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Well, he just caught them the touchdown, Brock. Defense obviously aware of him as they line up for 2. How did they lose him? How did they get it right back to him for the conversion?
Because he's that good. In moments like this, Kate, it's not...
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's Lance now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Okay, ready? Ready?
Lance. He's going deep this time. That's cut at the 25. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Into the hands of Duvernay. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
And he's in for the touchdown. The Jaguars now trail by just a point in the 4th. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Titans. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun here. He finds Fant. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Titans don't want to see this one go to overtime. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 34. Quick slant taken in by Dobbs. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. And this is Spears. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. The give on 2nd to Pollard. Gets to space right side. And he has this all the way down to the 14-yard line. Timeout taken by the defense. Their 2nd. This is Spears heading left. And they take it across the goal line. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans have taken the lead late. It's a Tyjae Spears touchdown. Blankenship good on the point after. And the Titans break that tie and now lead by 7. Stonehouse now to kick this one away. Washington now to return. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. This offense running out for a new series led by their running back. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here he is to throw. Escapes the pocket. They left him wide open. It's complete. That one hits for 30. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down. Setting up to pass. Buys time, rolling right. Cut by the open man. It's a gain of 29 yards. And that's a Jaguar first down. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. He'll look to throw it. Rolling left by... And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. In the 11th hour, now a point after try to tie this game. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Brings in the kick at the 9. He's stopped on the return at the 27. The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. And even with some time left, Brock, a long ways to go to get into range for a game winner. They're going to need to move it in a hurry. Back to throw. Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. 2 timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. To throw, here's Darnold. That's into the hands of Downs. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Here's Darnold to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And this one does not go far. The Titans call their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Pass complete to Thrash. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Brought in close to the 8. And we'll turn our focus now to the flag down as he ends up out of bounds.
Holding, offense.
Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. Here he is to throw. This to win the game. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Gotta block that missed kick from their minds and refocus. Still a win to be had as overtime has begun. Has this at the 6. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And they fought hard, not just against their opponents on the field, Brock, but the tens of thousands of opponents in the stands. And it's led him to a chance to now silence everybody here in overtime. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 1 play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Throwing here, Darnold. He's got the hook up to Atwell. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Spears on the give, headed right. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. 1st and 10, it's Pollard. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 now. He's on the move. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Changing things up. They're going to throw now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Pass didn't work on 2nd. Let's see how that affects this 3rd down. Here's Spears on the carry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
You felt that the second this play bounced toward the outside, this defense responded. They pounced. That was their chance to get to him before he could get the couple inches he needed for a first down.
Biggest play of OT. Offense set now on 4th down. They'll go. It's Pollard. Juke the defender. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first. Now Darnold. And he's made the catch to silence this crowd. It's a touchdown. This game is over.